THP and the place to be. What's up? What's going on? Hey, Freddie Kong here, Tadashi70, Callaway staffer, Team Paradise champion. Anyway, I digress. I wanted to do a little recap here about my first day at the Morgan Cup, and this would be a Tuesday to Wednesday recap. Uh, First of all, thank you to Callaway for sponsoring me throughout this entire process. Couldn't have asked for a better sponsor. It was awesome, awesome ride. You have a fan for life. I will play Callaway clubs until I can't play them anymore. I firmly believe that your clubs help me play the way I played this week. Granted, it's always it's not the Arrow, it's the Indian, and I put in some work. But Callaway clubs are kind of an extension of the work I put in. Second of all, thank you to THP for the support that you guys gave the Morgan Cup. I thought it was good. As good a support as you can get for people that aren't involved. But I think a lot of people got it, and a lot of people did get involved and started supporting the site and supporting the Morgan Cup and supporting teams and things of that sort. And I've been on the other side of it, not playing and supporting it, and now I've played in it, and I can tell you that it's two different types of experiences, but both are extremely gratifying, at least for me. And I can't speak for everybody, but for me, supporting this event and supporting THP it's just part of my makeup because I love Josh and I love Morgan. I think they're two outstanding people, and we owe all of this to them. This is Josh's idea, and this is Morgan supporting Josh. So, hats off to you two. I do love you guys. I consider you guys to be two very, very dear, dear friends of mine. You guys have. I thought I knew a lot about golf, as most of us think we do. But until you actually start reading and getting involved with the forum, you realize that you knew a little bit about golf. But the great people on this forum help you learn a little bit more about golf, and I'm kind of learned a little bit more about myself as well through the site. But this is about the Morgan Cup. I got in the Morgan Cup. I supported it. I was a volunteer the first year. Did all the media day shots, so I know what that's like. It was fun. It was a blast. I loved seeing those guys on the golf course. I thought they were kind of larger than life. These guys all sponsored, dressed alike, great bags. It was awesome. Unfortunately, work got in the way for 2012 version, and I couldn't make it up. I wanted to. I had to bow out. I supported the Cup in spirit. I supported the Cup up until, it was over. It's just, I believed in it. And then I got in, and it was awesome getting in. I had no idea what I was getting into. And let me tell you, being on the grounds and being a spectator until it was my turn to play was awesome. And I think that's the way I approached it. I watched everybody else hit golf balls. I watched everybody else hit golf shots, and it was just an awesome, awesome experience. And then playing in it was even better. It's a different round of golf, completely different round of golf, none like I've ever experienced. But Wake and I, Austin, Wade, headed up to Morgan Cup, Caledonia, True Blue, Tuesday night. We left here about 2. We got into Savannah about 6:30ish. Met Josh and Morgan. Had dinner, and then sat back, chit-chatted a little bit, talked about the Morgan Cup, talked about what we were looking forward to. Had a blast. Next day, Wake and I get up. We head into Myrtle Beach. We get Buck right at as his plane is landing, we're literally driving on the road right underneath it. I look up, I'm like, oh, there's Spirit Airlines. Of course, it's the only one. Buck's on the plane. We pick him up. We go check in, and then we start seeing people, and people are arriving. We're saying hello. We're, catching up with people. It was just unlike any other weekend. I go on these golf trips with my buddies that I grew up with, and we see each other once a year, maybe twice a year, and it's like we never missed a beat. I don't know the people at the Morgan Cup like I know my lifelong friends, but the feeling is the same, if not better. Um, and that's something I still haven't wrapped my head around. Um, you meet these guys, and it's like you never skipped a beat. It's like you've known each other for your whole lives. You got the finisher coming in from Finland. I mean, it was just awesome to meet the guy. It's we talked and we conversed, and it wasn't just about golf. It's not like you got 32 guys sitting around just talking about golf. You got 32 guys talking about life and their lives and how their lives are impacted by the Morgan Cup and how they're not impacted by the Morgan Cup or what their kids are doing or this, that, and the other. It's a family. That's what families do when they get together. They don't just talk about one thing. They talk about everything. And we have Josh and Morgan to thank for that. That's just, I can't say enough about it. I love you guys. I love Josh and Morgan more than you guys will ever know. Give you guys a shirt off my back if you needed it. I'm there for you. You guys have been there for me. You guys have been there for a ton of people. And that you just can't miss that. So anyway, had a bed match to play, and Chunky and I were victorious over Jake and 1T. And anybody remember when Greg Norman had the epic collapse at the Masters? He had an insurmountable lead. Nobody was going to beat him, and then Nick Faldo won. And so people remember that. They say Greg Norman choked. Well, there's another side of that coin. Nick Faldo played his butt off. Shot a little 67 at Augusta on Sunday, playing with the leader. So it's a two-way street. So my point is, Jake and Chunky, Jake and 1T, they didn't just choke. They just got beat by two dudes that were playing better for the last 5 holes. But no, but in all seriousness, it was the bed match. It was fun. We had a blast. We had an absolute blast. Played Caledonia, totally different animal than True Blue. It's tight in terms of how it's grown up, and this, it's not tight like bowling alley tight, but it's tight in terms that you don't want to be spraying it a little bit. You got a little bit more room on True Blue. But we played the match, lots of laughs. Jake had his little Bluetooth speaker out there. We listened to every hip-hop song known to man. He knew every word. It was a great, great first day, and it was a great initiation into the Morgan Cup. That was my beginning of my Morgan Cup week, and couldn't have asked for a better beginning. I'm going to get into the people later, but just wanted to recap my first day. It was outstanding, and I'll say this. Time seemed to have stood still for me at the Morgan Cup. It really did. Best 5 days by far I've ever had on the golf course. Best 5 days.